Welcome to KBTE Teacher Education Channel. I am S. Srinivas Reddy. In today's video, we are going to talk about meaning and definitions of guidance from the subject Guidance and Counseling of 4th semester of B.Ed. So first, let us discuss about meaning of guidance. To guide means to indicate, to point out, and to show the way. It means more than to assist. For example, a man falls on the street. We assist him to get up, but we do not guide him unless we help him to go in a certain direction. So that's why guidance is nothing but to assist somebody, means that it is more than to assist. Next, the synonyms of to guide are to lead, to conduct, to regulate, to direct, to steer, to show, to channel, to point. So here guidance involves personal help given by someone. It is designed to assist a person to decide where he wants to go, what he wants to do, or how he can best accomplish his purpose. It assists him to solve problems that arises in his life. So here guidance does not mean to solve problems for the individual, but it helps him to solve them. So here the focus of guidance is the individual. So here the concentration is not on a problem. The concentration is on giving a guidance to the individual. So here the purpose of giving guidance is promote the growth of the individual in a self-direction. In guidance, we are not going to help him completely. We are not going to solve any problem. We are not going to decide the future of the child. So here we are going to give a direction. What is right direction and what is wrong direction. So there we are going to give a direction, but we are not going to give direction directly what is exactly right. So this guidance may be given to groups or to individual, but according to my experience, according to experience of the experts, guidance has to be given to the individual, even though that individual is in group. So here we are not going to give guidance in a group manner, we are going to give a guidance in an individual manner, because giving a guidance to group, it is not going to give solution to the problem. It is not going to assist to get solution to the problem. So that's why guidance has to be given in an individual manner, not in a group manner. Even though if you are giving a guidance to group, so there also you are going to give a guidance individual manner within the group. So this is about meaning of guidance. Next, definitions of guidance. According to A.J. Jones, guidance involves personal help given by a competent person. It is designed to assist a person in deciding where he wants to go, what he wants to do, or how he can best accomplish his purposes. And guidance assists him in solving problems that arises in his life. It does not solve problems for the individual, but helps him to solve them. The focus of guidance is the individual and not the problem. Its purpose is to promote the growth of the individual in self-direction. So here, if any person wants to give guidance to anybody, the person who is giving a guidance, so that person should be competent person. Then only that person can able to give guidance to somebody. Without having skill, without having experience, without having an ability, without having knowledge of any individual, that person cannot able to give a guidance. So for the purpose of giving, the person who is giving a guidance, so that person should be competent person. Competent means ability to give guidelines, ability to give direction to the individual. So that's why here, if any competent person is ready to give guidance or a guidelines, so there he is not going to give solution to the problem, he just assist to get solution of the problem. So here concentration is on individual, not on a problem. At the same time, in guidance, we are going to give guidance both in an individual manner and also in a group manner, but we need to give a guidance in individual manner both in an individual and also in a group system. For example, 4 or 5 members are in a group. You are a competent person to give a guidance and you are giving guidance to them, but you are not going to give a guidance in a group manner, even though those students are in group, but when you give a guidance to them, you are going to give a guidance in an individual manner. And here you are not going to show a direction to any individual. Yes or no? You are going to assist. Student has to know what is the right direction and what is the wrong direction. So here what you are going to do, you are going to just assist them what is the right direction. Okay, so this is the definition which is given by A.J. Jones. Next, second definition, NAPS, learning about the individual student, helping him to understand himself, affecting changes in him and in his environment, which will help him to grow and develop as much as possible. So these all are the elements of guidance according to NAPS. So here, when you want to give a guidance, you need to understand, you need to learn about individual student. At the same time, if you want to give guidance to any individual, first you need to understand that individual. Then only there is a possibility of giving guidance to him. For example, after the completion of 10th or intermediate or whatever education, so he will come to you. So, sir, what is the right way to go for education and what is the wrong way to go for education and what is the best course to me? So, there what you are going to do? You are going to understand what is the student and what are the abilities of the students, what is the character of the student, and whether that student is suitable to any course or not. So all these things you are going to understand. After understanding all these areas only, then you are going to give a direction, then you are going to assist him, then you are going to help him. So that's why, for the purpose of giving guidance to any individual, first you are going to understand about that individual, you are going to understand the abilities of the individual, you are going to understand the environment of the individual, then only there is a possibility of giving direction or giving a guidance or giving help. So after getting guidance or help, assist from a competent person, so then that person can able to grow as much as possible. So these all are the elements of the guidance according to NAPS. Next definition, which is given by Crow and Crow. Guidance is assistance made available by personally and adequately trained men or women to an individual of any age to help him manage his own life activities, develop his own points of view, make his own decisions and carry his own burdens. So what is the definition of Crow and Crow? Guidance is nothing but assistance which is available personally if any person wants to give a guidance, whether men or women, so that men and women should be trained to give guidance to at any individual, and also that student may be whatever age of that individual. There is no concentration of the age. Your duty is to give guidance to him or her. So here, when you give a guidance to anybody, according to Crow and Crow, to manage his activities, means that life activities, and to make his own decisions. Here, as a counselor, when you are giving a guidance to any individual, you are not going to decide the future of the child. You are not going to give decision to the child. You are going to give a direction, what is the right decision. So here, child is going to take his or her own decision. Here, the person who is giving a guidance, that person is not going to take decision, only the child is going to take decision. And whatever burden is going to take place, that burden is going to be carried by the child itself only. Here, the person who is giving a guidance, that person is not going to carry the burden. The child is going to carry the burden. So this is the definition of Crow and Crow. And next definition, John Braver. Guidance is a process through which an individual is able to solve his problems and pursue a path suited to his abilities and aspirations. So you cannot give a guidance in a blind manner, because guidance is a process. By following a process only, as a competent person, you can able to give a guidance, otherwise it is not possible. And second point here, when you are giving a guidance to any individual, the purpose is to solve the problem of individual. And next point is to show which is the right path, which is the right way. Yes or no? Because when you are going to give a guidance to any individual, by concentrating on the aspirations of the child, by concentrating on the abilities of the child, you are going to show the path. You are going to solve, you are going to help them to assist to solve the problem. So this is the definition which is given by John Braver. And next definition, which is given by William Woodworth. Guidance helps an individual to develop his personality and enables him to serve the society to the best of his capabilities and talents. Guidance is nothing but to whom you are going to give, to individual you are going to give. Then what is the purpose of giving guidance? For the purpose of development of personality of any individual. So when you develop the personality of any individual, that person can serve to the society by using his capabilities and talents. So by concentrating on the capabilities of an individual, by concentrating on the talent of the individual, as a counselor or as a competent person, you are going to give guidance. So this is the definition of Woodworth. And next one, Kitson. What next definition is given by Kitson? Guidance is individualized education. Each student is to be helped to develop himself to the maximum possible degree in all respects. So already, what is that? Guidance is nothing but it is an individualized education, because you are guiding any individual, not in a group manner, in an individual manner. Yes or no? So each and every student has to get guidance from the competent person. In school, competent person is nothing but, who is that? Headmaster or teacher. So when that headmaster or teacher is giving guidance to any student, so what is the concentration of giving a guidance? In developing in an all-round manner, that student has to develop in all round manner. So that is the main goal, main aim of giving guidance. So this is the definition which is given by Kitson. And the last definition, V.M. Proctor. V.M. Proctor has given a definition: guidance is a process through which an individual or group of individuals are helped to make necessary adjustment to the environment inside or outside the school. Because in our life, adjustment is going to play an important role. So adjustment in new environment is going to play an important role. So for the purpose of adjustment in the environment, what is going to play an important role? Guidance is going to play an important role, because in a group or in an individual manner, you are going to give a guidance. Then what is the purpose of giving a guidance? To make necessary adjustment to the environment both in and outside the school. Yes or no? For example, if anybody will ask you about his children, so which school is the best school for my children? Then as a competent person or as a teacher, you will give a guidance to parents. On what basis? Whether first you are going to understand parents, then you are going to understand children, then you are going to decide which school is best. Whether those students are adjustable to that environment or not. By concentrating on these areas, as a teacher or as a competent person, you are going to give guidance. So this is about meaning and definitions of guidance. So this is very important question and topic for Bachelor of Education. So please make notes by using video. So if you like it, so please subscribe, and also if it is possible, share my video. Thank you.